We are starting a new set of lessons, so let's start with some vocabulary. First word is rate. A rate is a comparison of two numbers with different units. Speed is a really common example of a rate. For example, I drove 100 miles in 2 hours. 100 and 2 are two numbers. The rates are miles and hours, so two different rates. Another common example of a rate is a price or a cost. For example, the farmer's market charges $10 for 10 apples. So numbers 10 and 4, two different units, dollars and apples. So this says a rate is often expressed as a fraction including units. A fraction including units for this rate, $10 for 4 apples. My numerator of my fraction will be the 10 with the unit of dollars. My denominator is the second number 4 with its unit, which is an apple. So $10 for 4 apples is an example of a rate. Two numbers, two different units. A special type of rate is a unit rate. A unit rate is a rate with a denominator of 1. $10 for 4 apples is not a unit rate. My denominator here is 4. So I would like to convert this rate, $10 for 4 apples, into a unit rate, meaning having a denominator of 1 apple. In order to do this, I need to divide both the numerator and the denominator by the denominator. Think about why this is. If I divide both the numerator and the denominator by 4, the denominator, I have 4 divided by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. So when I divide both by the denominator, I end up with 1 in the denominator. That's my goal. That makes it a unit rate. Of course, to have an equivalent ratio, I can't just divide the denominator by 4. I also have to divide the numerator by 4. So $10 divided by 4, 10 divided by 4 is 2 5/10, which when we're talking about dollars, we write as 2.50, $2.50. Now we have an equivalent unit rate to our original rate. Original rate, $10 for 4 apples. Now we have a unit rate, unit meaning denominator of 1, unit rate of $2.50 for 1 apple. Often we express a unit rate as a single number using the word per when we're explaining units. So instead of $2.50 for 1 apple, we would write $2.50 per apple. So we still have both units. That's my dollar sign, and we have apples, but we use the word per instead of this fraction way of expressing the unit rate.